So a quick update on Nicola Bulley. But before I do that, let me tell you, in the last few days, Paul Ansell, her partner at the time, has spoken out. He actually did a documentary in 2024, but he's spoken out criticising the amateur sleuths, the citizen journalists online. Well, the reason they came about was because of the utter incompetence of Lancashire Police in the way that they handled both the media and the whole investigation. And that gave rise to actually the National Police Council identifying it. And I sat on a panel for the National Police Council where we looked at the utter failings of the whole investigation. It's quite interesting because it set it out saying the investigation into the disappearance of Nicola Bulley plumbed new depths in relations between police and media. It raised serious concerns about press intrusion, the role of social media and amateur sleuths, and the ability of forces to cope with journalistic demands in high-profile cases. How can police and the media build a more trusting and respectful relationship? Do limits need to be placed on citizen journalism? What can forces do to ensure their communication teams have sufficient resilience and expertise? At the height of Nicola Bulley's story, there's 6,500 news articles were placed in one day. Well, serious failings by Lancashire Police. Let me tell you what I've been up to. So over the past kind of like 2 weeks, I've had a number of people contact me, giving me information, and some people are very well informed, close people to Nicola at the time. And one of the areas I've been given was an area around life insurance. I've checked that out and it doesn't stand up to have any credibility. There's no issues around life insurance at all. The other aspects is in particular with regards to what happened on that morning. Now I'm still trying to piece together and trying to understand, on that morning, did Nicola go there with an intention of meeting and speaking to somebody? It's possible, and what I'm told is that that's true, but I haven't been able to stand that up properly yet. Also, the issues with Peter Folding. I mean, Peter Folding is very clear. I've seen some of his videos, and I'm going to do some more work around that, but he's very clear that he found Nicola's body in the ground, in the water, and actually the sonar shows that. The arrogance of Lancashire Police to fail to search that area is not surprising, but unfortunately, does show the total arrogance they had around the whole investigation. Anyway, so where is we? Well, it's all well and good criticising citizen journalism, and to a degree they have to take some responsibility. But let's be clear, the failings here are with Lancashire Police. Their press office utterly failed. If they had been honest right from the very beginning, which was to say that Nicola was a vulnerable missing person, it would never have received publicity. They would have kept it very quiet. They'd allowed the police to get on with the search, but they didn't, and they kept that, and they hid that, and eventually when it came out, it painted a very different picture. Well, Lancashire Police, you need to hold your hands up totally in the failings of this. And then the later part of the investigation in terms of the coroner's inquest. I went to the coroner's inquest, and what a joke. The man in the water saying that he was pushed along by the water. He was walking on the water floor. He was on the bed, and he was walking and saying, "This is the water pushing me." It was like Laurel and Hardy. It really was. Anyway, I don't know if I will be able to get to the bottom of this and whether more information will come out which paints a different picture. We know she died from drowning, but is there more to the Nicola Bulley story? I'm still digging, I'm still looking at it, and there's certainly many unanswered questions, which does raise concern.